Good morning, everyone. Trying to stay positive. Good morning. Lots of red. Lots of red on the board. A ding, 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 ding. We haven't gotten a ding in a while. Uh-oh. Did I do the wrong one? No, I think we're live. A microphone. A microphone check, check. Excellent connection. All right. A little slow. Woosah! Woosah. Let's get into the stock market. Let's get into some caffeine and some taurine. One caffeine. I'm sorry, L-theanine. The taurine's later. Let's go, baby. My polars went on sale yesterday. I think they go on sale Thursdays at like a small window. And so far, I've only caught it. It's been every 3 Thursdays. I ordered 5 cases and I walk out this morning and there's only 3 cases there. And then I go to my Amazon orders and it shows all 5 delivered and a picture with 3 cases. Oh my goodness, so frustrating. It was kind of hard to find how to get connected to Amazon. I mean, it took a few minutes, but I was able to get connected and they took care of it pretty quick. They really discourage you finding how to get help though. And then they even discourage you I'm like, you didn't fix my problem. I need to talk to an associate. And they're like, oh, the wait time's really long. And they connected right away. Anywho, that's my morning rant. What was the song we had in our head yesterday? Ricky wouldn't let me forget. I kind of want that sucker back. I want to know what it is. All right. Unless you were living under a rock, the story, the headlines are Jason in the house. I can't. Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you. Ricky's in that. There's no way that's JT. This is a sucker. Sucker. It's too quick. It's too many hearts. George in the bungle. I knew it. It was too many hearts and too quick. What are you doing here so early? Hey everyone, George. We're all George from Cryptos RS is in the house. How you doing, George? Working 10-hour days, bro. That sucks. Yeah, you've been late or not showing up on Mondays. I knew you were flirting with the 4-day thing and having Mondays off, but I don't know. It was hit or miss or whatever. Yeah, unless you were living under a rock. Israel attacked Iran, man. Trump is on Twitter saying, yeah, Iran was really shooting their mouth off. A lot of bigwigs over in Iran were shooting their mouth off, and now they're all dead. I'm like, damn, dude. That was he gives 0 Fs, 0 Fs. That man, I've never seen a man give as less Fs than that guy. All right, the E-mini S&P is down 44. It was down over 100 last night. Nasdaq's down 188. It was down over 400 last night. So it's already quickly recovering. Yeah, he doesn't mince words. Green day already for GM, ASTS, and Palantir. I think I bookmarked an interesting post. No, but it was by him. Market reactions to invasions and wars. Don't be an NPC every time by the invasion. So we invaded Vietnam. We went up. We invaded the Gulf. Was this Nick Honduras? We went up. We invaded Afghanistan. Wasn't there? Or was this Desert Storm? Which one was Desert Storm? Wasn't that in the 90s? I'm already seeing some cracks in the armor. I don't see the Korean War. I don't see Desert Storm. I sure. And this Ukraine one's misleading because I'm pretty sure we went down at first. Like, is this the bottom and this is when it started? I mean, whatever. What are we doing? Is he a coder? Or is he just trying to look cool? NPC.on. War news. I didn't realize he was a coder. Ooh, Sandy Monroe. I haven't heard that guy mentioned in a while. He used to be all the rage back in the during COVID because he's a car expert. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Cassie, such a philosopher she is. Homewrecker, philosopher, man chin. She's got a man. She's got one of those Rock Hudson jaws, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. All right. SPX down 30. NASDAQ only down 150. 150. One bitty burger. Gold up 60. I believe Bitcoin's making a comeback, which, it should be a flight to safety. Like gold. Oh, these aren't updating. There we go. 1052. Not bad, all things considered. I hate it when people say this, but as we discussed on the channel yesterday, Bitcoin holds to 20. I'm bullish. If it's not, we're going to the 50. I did give Meet Kevin a hard time. I thought, because he thought he was kind of bearish on Bitcoin. I'm like, I think and he gave some stupid line like 102 or something. Oh, no, I think it was higher because 102 is the 50. Anyway, he was right that he was about being bearish, I guess. I thought we would hold the 20 and go up. I didn't know Israel was going to start World War III, you know? A microphone check. Poop report. There must be no alpha today. MK was right, bro. He knows. Yeah, I like some of his live stream stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate some of it. I just hate all the scams he does. I don't want to die for Israel. Oh, this is funny. I don't want to die for Israel. Who the F said that? If you've never seen, oh my goodness, I Full Metal Jacket, which I know Kurt has not seen. You're missing a fantastic movie. Only two things come from Texas. That's been reused in a bunch of movies. All right. Coinbase, 239. Robinhood, Robinhood's green. Robinhood's the gift that keeps on giving. They got that card. They got a card now. They got savings accounts. The card, I'm on the wait list, but I think they're really catering to people that are just all in on their platform. And when you go look at my 53-cent balance over there, that's not going to get me moved up the wait list very quick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that I care. I'm somewhat interested in the Coinbase card that they got, 4% back on Bitcoin. I'm sure it's got some lame ass, like you can only earn $500 a year in Bitcoin, and then it goes down to 0.5% or whatever. I'm sure it sucks. Maybe it doesn't, but we'll see. Jimmy, Rocket Lab, and most importantly, Neo check. A Rocket Lab. I like checking in on Rocket Lab. I like checking in on Neo. I like checking in on Jimmy because I know the last two are going to be getting their face punched in. Neo down, of course. Of course it's down. It's a garbage stock. Oh, it's looking tasty to buy. No, not really. Rocket Lab, $26. I think we're good to wait on this one, bro. So like, we're gonna come down for sure. Most likely. I mean, feel free to buy it. I think long term it's a solid play, probably. The problem is I just, I don't know if this company's gonna be successful. Neo is gonna be irresistible. 22 is too high. 20, what do you mean too high? 22 is too high. Did you mean 26? Because it's currently 26. Jimmy's easily turning into one of the dumbest stocks you've ever bought. I mean, you're still holding on to. After the recent 22, 23 bucks. GameStop CEO company says focusing on trading cards. Get out. Take your losses, bro. I mean, you can hold on and hope they buy some Bitcoin, but get out on a pump, bro. This is the worst stock. Roaring Kitty, like you need Roaring Kitty to come out of you need one hit wonder. Roaring Kitty. He already made his $1 billion, bro. Roaring Kitty I don't even know if he cares about his ego and his ego being stroked on social media and everyone. Like he probably just wants to go live his rich ass life with his hot wife like JT. This is a really, really, really. I told you, I showed you how stupid of a trade this was when you look at their Bitcoin holdings to market cap. The fact that they're losing money hand over fist. The fact that their CEO is a complete douchebag, dude. What's Chewy doing? It's down. I mean, it's down. Like, this is the CEO. Did you know that? Same CEO. Isn't this the guy that did some weird shit with BB Bed Bath and Beyond and all that? Like, this guy is a complete scam artist. He's a modern day stock rug puller, like meme coin puller, rug puller. He's doing in the stock market what they do in crypto with NFTs and meme coins. I think I'm on the right side of those odds. You really think it's not going to pump again? It might. It probably will, but I mean, you should have gotten out when you broke even. You got to learn how to put your money in on better horses. You keep going you're young. I was young and stupid like you at one point. Investing and YOLOing in on freaking drug companies that were going to get FDA approval. That was the equivalent of meme coin pumping back in the 2000s. You'd be on the Yahoo message boards checking out all these biotech stocks, trying to hit home runs. Pink sheet companies, most of them are scams, putting up fake pictures of their shit, going through the hoops, issuing shares, making money. And they were rug pulls, bro. Just like Chewy and Jimmy. It's a douchebag. He's just in the show. He's not in single A, double A, or triple A. He's in the show rug pulling. I played that biotech game way back. we probably ran across each other on the Yahoo message boards. My big one was HEB, HEB. They had some shit that was supposed to amplify vaccines and just be a game changer. I made a bunch of money and I got up big, and then I went on margin and then got wrecked. It was a learning experience. I just find good quality and write it up, dude. Oh, I don't want to buy Tesla at $300. It can't go up. Are you kidding me? Oh, I don't. Do you understand, like, getting at 2x in like 18 months and then getting another 2x in 18 months and then getting another 2x in 18 months? Like, that's not unrealistic. It's still doing crazy good, but you taking shots on stupid stocks like Neo. Like, the odds of Neo 10xing is slim. And you've got a much higher shot. Like, it's a lot more risk. More risk, more reward, I guess, but it's mostly just risk. You're going to lose your money. Subscribe to your channel. I don't know. That's a silly game. I don't care about how many subscribers I have on. Like, I love my followers on Rumble, but I don't. This is the first time I looked at how many followers I've had over there. Thank you. I'm not following your channel. Coming into someone's channel asking me to follow is a lame game. Well, let's go check out what you got. Maybe someone on my channel will want to see your content. But how dare you come in and interrupt me with your silliness? Cooking Afghan. Is that you? There's no way that's you. Starting stream. We're 3 minutes in. Are you going to start this thing? Oh, here we go. Is that you, bro? That's not you. There's no way that's you. Putting some work in. Live nature and food. Looks like you're living the dream. Rocket Lab is basically flat. AMD's in the news a little bit. They got chips competing with NVIDIA. This one's interesting to me. This one could be a good investment. I don't know if I have any. I don't think I do. Oh man, I need a major rally in Tesla. We're going green. I need $10 more in Tesla. Can we do it? If I would have held on to that covered call, I could have taken max profit instead of a $60 loss. Vale's in the house. You missed the stream? Yeah, I saw your comment. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, brother. I mean, I'm not Meet Kevin, where Meet Kevin doesn't have a job and he has a bunch of employees and assistants and shit. Like, I work. and it's stressful as shit lately. So streaming hour and a half in the morning and then every night, like, come on, bro. I want to get me to 50,000 subscribers, and his work is like, obviously he doesn't have a lot going on right now that he can just live stream all day long. He works for us. Yeah, he gets paid by all this scam courses and house hack, how he's funneling money through a house hack. Don't get me started. Tesla just went red. Come on, bro. Bro. Close your eyes, bro. Okay, bro. You see anything, bro? No, bro. That's me when I don't have you. How does that go? And he's like, bro. Oh my goodness. Do I have any money? It says I do, but I don't think I do. Starting day trading power. Oh. I was wanting to be silly. Oh, you know what I can do? I can do that one. What do I think? Do we think we're going down or are we going up? I mean, I'm thinking about shorting the mini NASDAQ. Looks looking like it wants to go down, but I think I'm rooting for a rally, you know? I could have made some money. I think just shut down big time. Now maybe I try and get a pump. Yeah, playing look, dude, I could have made some money, bro. This thing's tanking. Mike's in the house, gold 3440. My cover on that short was perfect, and the reversal. You do nothing but make amazing trades, Shardy B. Smell the brownie, eat the carrot. You're gonna go out of your way to make a brownie just so that you make carrots enjoyable. 2 months ago, I gave Iran a 60-day ultimatum to make a deal. They should have done it. Today is day 61. I told them what to do, but they just couldn't get there. Now they have perhaps a second chance. 3x leverage ETFs going bananas as retail buys the dip. ETH finally pumps. Another war in the Middle East begins. Yep. Wow, that's crazy. They started diverting planes in this area right here. The real frenzy starts once the IPO market heats up. Okay. So these are SpaceX. Are they IPOing? Because that's a big one. OpenAI would be a big one. Figure AI would be a big one. Epic Games, no one cares. But when? By the time they get to the open market, man.
Oh, nice to meet you. What's your name? How old are you? I'm 10. 10.
Elko pulling back a little, but it's in the stratosphere. Oil and gold were the play. Biting his lips, bro. The Israel, Iran, yeah, oil went up big, but that's a big one. NASDAQ continuing to dip. I should have shorted it. Crude oil's like, that's the thing. If you're in crude oil and it goes against you, you're going to get your face melted. Now, Robinhood's red. I'm not getting that. Yeah, we're losing it, dude. Come on, bro. E-mini S&P now down 50. MBT. This one's such a shitty tick. 25 cents. Oh no. Why aren't you on MBT? This thing doesn't always. I want you on. God damn it. What? Do I have an order on here or something? Why isn't this? There we go. The tick on this is like $5. Expiration in 14 days. Prime lawyer in the house. How you doing, brother? What do we think? Bitcoin going up or down? Oh, shit. Just shot up $200. BTC. This is the future, though. I think it was a news. I think it was a news fed panic sell. Oh, news fed panic sell. Wars are always news fed panic sells. Like the day of. Always end of the world, Armageddon. All right, let's look at crypto, I guess. Pretty. I'm itching to do something. Oh, I got puts on Robinhood. I forgot about those. And I'm down money. Come on, bro. Pretty sure I made money on the calls. Let's see. It's too hard to tell, but I can do this. Total profit and loss, $25. Oh, but I rolled them up. To be honest, Israel attacking Iran is bound to affect markets. Oil for sure. If they're making weapons grade uranium, we need to do something. I mean, I know Jason thinks I'm a warmonger. Maybe. Maybe I got a little Genghis Khan in me. How's the M2 doing? Up a little bit. Seething warmonger. Foamer. I'm a foamer. Foaming at the mouth to attack people. Bitcoin dominance up a little bit, 64.7. Total 3.22. It did bounce and hold the 50, which is good. The 200's above the previous all-time high, which is good. Bitcoin at 104,870. Looking like I agree 100% nuclear weapons in the hands of the Iranian regime is a disaster and a world of trouble. Yeah, because they'll fly off the handle and use that shit, dude. In the name of Allah, or is that who they like? I don't want them declaring a fatwa on me, so. Germans realizing they aren't responsible. Hey, there's Kurt. That's never going to stop being funny. Ondo, 78 cents, a little bit of Ondo. I don't think that got to his buy. 76. He's being too greedy, trying to get that 74 burger, maybe. Bitcoin is dipping a little. E-mini S&P down 50. NASDAQ down 180, 190. Is this going to be the new normal today? I mean, is this where we're going to... Are we waiting? What are we waiting on? Was there... Michigan Consumer Index came in hot. I mean, is that good? Does it matter if we're at war? Retail sales are next week. I think the Fed is next week, isn't it? Yeah, the Fed. Next Wednesday. If it crashes from here, we're headed straight to 100K on Bitcoin. Next stop, like 103. 102, 199. And then if we lose that, we could see 95 and a half. But those would be dips to buy, in my opinion, going into the end of the year. That's one hell of a V-shaped recovery right there. Where we go from here? I don't look. What do I think is going to happen with the Iran-Israel war? Does Israel still need to attack? Are there other nuclear facilities they need to take care of? Is Iran going to come to the table and make a deal? Are they going to have to retaliate to save face, in their opinion? Maybe. Can they really... Short of, I'm not sure what Iran can really do. Send some missiles, most will get shot down. And then I think Israel would destroy him in a war. We looked at the numbers yesterday. Iran has more soldiers, but what does that mean? Like, what is Iran gonna? How is Iran gonna get their soldiers to Israel? Don't they have to go through Iraq? Are they gonna parachute them all in? Israel has crazy tech. It's a wrap. Yeah, I think so too. They say that it was said they don't have our bunker buster bombs. I don't believe that. So here's Iran. I guess they could put them on a ship and go all the way around Saudi Arabia and land right here. But something tells me Israel has that heavily defended. Or, let's see. I don't know if Iran and Turkey probably aren't on good terms. I think they're on good terms with Syria. So I guess they could fly them into Syria and attack, and then get help with Syria and Lebanon and have a northern offensive. You guys didn't realize I was such a hardened war general. Chris in the house. How you doing, brother? Iran is surrounded by military bases. So, yeah, invading a country is hard. Bombing Israel, which has really good fighter jets, really good tech, really good missiles, some smart mofos, crafty, ruthless, can bomb the shit out of Iran. Way better fighter jets than what Iran has. It's like, what was that movie in the 90s with Louis Gossett Jr.? Oh my goodness. I used to love those movies. Jason knows what I'm talking about. Iron Eagle. Also a top-notch intelligence. Yeah. Israel controls the airspace. Yep. U.S. bases surrounding Iran. Man, I didn't realize we had so many bases in some of these countries. Like, don't some of these? Oh, I guess we're on good terms with Turkey. Iraq doesn't have much of a choice. Pakistan and Afghanistan, are we on good terms with them? Don't they kind of have a bunch of terrorists? And they're kind of two-faced? They act like they're our allies, but they also kind of fund terrorists. Keep us on our toes. Yeah, Israel has way better fighter jets. I mean, I had to use Grok to figure out how to talk to Amazon. How does Israel Air Force compare to Iran? Like, Israel probably has Gen 4. Differ significantly. Size 345 combat, including 75 F-15s, 196 F-16s. Oh, they have 39 F-35 stealth fighters with plans for up to 75. Wow. 46 Apache attack helicopters, surveillance drones, and refueling tankers. Wow. Israel fleet is modern, primarily U.S. supplied with advanced avionics, stealth, precision guided, cutting edge radar and weapons, drones and missiles. Israel is a pioneer in drone technology with long range platforms like the Heron, capable of 30-plus hour flights and loitering munitions like the Delilah. It is also advanced air to ground and air to air. Refueling tankers especially after Syria's collapse, allowed the IF to conduct long range strikes, demonstrated in Yemen and Iran. Iran operates 312 combat capable aircraft, 189 fighter jets, 20 F 5s, 60 F 5E Tiger 2s, 35 MiG 29s, blah, 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 and 108 ground attack aircraft. Iran's fleet is largely outdated, consisting of pre 1979 US made aircraft. Wow. Iron Eagle, didn't they have to use outdated aircraft and go up against like MiGs and shit? Did you ever, anyone, come on, Jason, you watch Iron Eagle as a kid. Iran excels in drones and ballistic missiles. We are getting a bunch of intelligence data for our future wars. Yeah. Israel Air Force is far superior in technology and aircraft. Yeah, of course. Israel's multi-layered air defense system is so this is Israel's air defense is amazing. Iran's air defense is less advanced, relying on Russian and domestic systems. I saw Iron Eagle 1 and 2 in the theater. I think I just saw them on VHS. I don't know that I saw them in the theater. Yeah, I watched Iron Eagle 1 probably 30 times. Military stocks love war. Military stocks are maybe something you should have in your portfolio at all times. Buy them in times of peace. We need to add a military section. What are military stocks? I know Lockheed Martin. Did it not add the rockets, nuclear, AI? Section my cap lock's on, or does it do caps by default? All right, let's add, what is it? Lockheed? What is it? Lockheed Martin? Lockheed Martin. I don't know what other ones there are. Is it doing that thing where it doesn't let me drag and drop? I need to move this down. No. Palantir, I don't know that I would call I don't know that I would call that a military stock. It's a great stock, but that's more like AI with military contracts and shit. All right, where did my Lockheed Martin go? What other top? Thunder Mifflin, Lockheed Martin, RTX, Raytheon. Yep, they make missiles and shit, don't they? Yeah, missile defenses. Northrop, RTX, NOC. It's moving kind of slow today. General Dynamics, LHX. I don't know about those two, but we'll add them. GD and LHX. I don't think it added LHX. Can I do 3 at a time? These are all green. Not adding. What is? Oh, I need to go like this. I mean, is that what you do? They're down quite a bit, though. Like, is this one? What happened here? Ooh. This is. Why is this showing up on my Apple Watch? Apple, we have noticed that your Apple iCloud was recently used at the Apple Store. And this is coming from someone at. This is like only coming to my watch, which is like, if I'm not careful, I'll click on something and like unlock my Apple account or something. I didn't come to my phone. Israel's main commander, Huge Anus. Cyber Dying Systems from Terminator. Huge Anus says Israel's prepared to take anything Iran gives them. Huge Anus, huh? That is not as good as Jenna Talia. That one was really good. I mean, Raytheon has been loving the war business. Yeah, these are not sexy, bro. Plus, who wants to root for war? I mean, I guess you don't have to necessarily root for war. You just know war is always there's always gonna be wars. But, like, I don't know. These are not sexy. Rocket Lab, on the other hand, sexy AF, bro. Just waiting to buy that one. Good, now down $1.30. That sucks. NASDAQ now down 250. I should have shorted it. Tesla down like this one. We're going to need a gift from the gods. Oh, that expires in 7 days. I thought that expired today. So we're still in it. Hell yeah, bro. I thought that expired today. In fact, can I roll for a credit? Nope. In a tech from out Office Space. I think it burned. Yeah, that one burned out, bro. The only thing left was a stapler. Coinbase down 5. That makes me sad. Bitcoin 104, 630. It was at 105, 104.4. I was going to short it, but I didn't. Probably be up like $12. I don't know if I got another 40 minutes in me, guys. I'm stressed out. Got a rough day ahead of me tomorrow. Wah. Rough next week. Oh, it's Juneteenth next Thursday. You don't have Juneteenth? No, hell no. Trump, attack would be great for the market because Iran will not have a nuclear weapon. You probably can't hear that, but whatever. Inbom wants a nuclear attack for a $5 bet. There's now a 1 in 6 chance of a nuclear weapon detonating this year. Crypto market, 5 minutes. Yep. Nice stroke. Got a good carry with the wood. Oh no, that's not going in the hole. No way. Was that like a par 5 eagle?
Then he dunked it now. Yeah. Two, Patrick. The fourth, Patrick Reed. And his second from 286 yards away.
That has to be a par 5. That, you know what sucks about that? Yeah, par 5. What's that? That's a double eagle, bro. You know, that's crazy. Like a double eagle is it like getting a hole in? It's probably harder than getting a hole in one because it's definitely statistically harder. The thing that sucks about it, he was 286 yards away, hit a fairway wood and dunked it. Like that's like hitting, you know, you can go get a par 3, 130 yard hole in one. Hole in one sexy, bro. Double eagle, like I wonder if you like have like the grand slam or whatever, a single, double, or no, what do they call that shit where you have a single, double, a triple, and a home run? Like, is that obviously he's had birdies and eagles. He has a birdie, an eagle, a double eagle. If he has a hole in one, let's see, who's it? Patrick Reed. Because those aren't easy to get. Those are not easy. Holy shit, bro. He has 2 hole in ones. Top pros and their number of hole in ones. Kitty Kush in the house. Long time no see. How you doing, brother? I didn't know. I used to play golf in high school. And we used to cover all the rules. I can tell you all kinds of golf rules. Like if you hit the pin when you're putting, that's a 1-stroke penalty. You put it into the water, you get 1 stroke, or you get the one stroke penalty, but you can drop it as long as it's not closer to the hole. Holy shit, dude. Tiger Woods, 20 hole-in-ones. First at the age of 6. Man, these dudes be... Why are you going to... Patrick Reed, too. 10, 10, 11, 10, 50. No, come on. This guy had 51 hole-in-ones. That's impossible, dude. Did he play like every day and one hole was like a 30-yard chip shot? And sheer volume of play, 6 decades, exceptional ball striking. Many of his occurred on short par threes where the odds of an ace are higher. He played frequently at courses that had these. Unlike some golfers, Davis meticulously documented his aces. Thousands of rounds. That's crazy. Bitcoin 1043. The pin is not a thing anymore. Why not? What do you mean it's not a thing anymore? Didn't we just see the pin? There's the pin right there. What do you mean it's not a thing anymore? It's not a penalty anymore? What says who? The best night ever, but would you have made it better? So about the baseball, that you could keep them and display them. Army and for everyone to see. P.S. There are only mine. Well, I don't know what. Are you trolling me? There is no penalty for hitting the pin while putting, provided the flag stick is in the hole and unintended. The flag stick is intended or removed and placed on the green and your ball hits it. 2-stroke penalty. Wow. Yeah, that's right. If it's on the ground, did it used to be a penalty? Like, what are you doing on golf rules like this? It used to be a penalty to hit the flag stick prior to 2019. I thought it was a 1-stroke. It's 2 strokes. To simplify the game and speeding up the play, but if someone's holding it, it is. No, however, if the flag stick is attended or removed, okay, so if someone's holding it, it's a penalty. Why would you ever take it out then? Added some of this down 5 this morning. Bitcoin 1042. You play golf, Ricky? I mean, I would assume basketball and that's it. Basketball is my favorite sport. What's your handicap? Mini golf. How did you know the flag rule then? Do you watch golf? Palantir 136. Your facts running a clip of 37% accuracy. Just fact check. Oh, you're like sitting, like you have so much free time on your hands that you're fact checking just random comments. You're glad? Yeah, I mean, come on. I didn't know they changed that rule 2019. So I don't say something stupid in front of someone that actually knows gold. Alpha will be verbal today. What the shit? Sorry about that, bitch. I pay for a written report, bitch. Share screen, Jason.
Gets a fee. Sometimes the merchant gets a kickback. Sometimes the payment processor, like the payment rail that's in between, the actual device, like a Square or whatever, gets paid some money, or a Toast. Then, of course, Visa and MasterCard want their interchange fees.
I'm gonna go pee.
And then the bank
Enjoy me,
also
Kevin.
wants fees. That's how banks also make money, is doing transactions, right? So everybody takes a little piece of the pie. The reason everybody takes a piece of the pie is because there's so much damn compliance involved in the lag that it takes money to go from one place to another. So, why would Visa, a stock that's basically a blue chip that, is at all-time highs, that is, a massive company worth, $673 billion. It's worth more than Netflix, okay? Because they just print money. Print money, okay? Why would these be falling on stablecoin reports? Well, because the Wall Street Journal just issued a report that large merchants, including Walmart and Amazon, are evaluating how they could use stablecoins to bypass the traditional fees of card-based systems. Huge. Absolutely huge. In fact, Househack itself has looked into how we can use stablecoins to more rapidly process people's payments on their bonds. You already know, I'm not trying to pitch this, okay? I'm just trying to set this up so you understand it. We're doing this convertible bond offering where you get a 5% yield and then it converts to stock as long as the value goes up and you get all of the value of the stock on the upside, right? And because it's debt, you get preferred liquidation rights if there's a downside, so you have downside protection. Again, it's not a pitch for Househack, but I'll just say really quick, read the disclosures at househack.com.
Househack, of course.
Circular and private placement memorandum or whatever. It's open to non-accredited investors and accredited investors. Okay, fine. The point is, the process of issuing shares...
You mean he's live now?
Having a transfer agent go back and forth and triple verified, it's a giant pain in the ass. With a stable coin, the same address that you invested in would just automatically get your yield, and there's no delay. It's instantaneous, right? So that's an example of how Househack could benefit from stablecoins.
Oh my goodness! Shut the.
I explained how broker dealers could benefit from stablecoins. I think I set up how broker dealers work today. Remember that delay in your cash to shares for $100 this way that way, right? Pain in the ass.
What's up with his forehead, bro?
Stablecoins, instantaneous broker dealer transactions. It would plummet fees in the broker-dealer world and actually make the stock market more liquid. Now, why is Visa collapsing? Well, because this is really reasonable. Walmart and Amazon exploring how to use stablecoins.
He's tan from Merit. That's not
amazing,
a tan.
As they should. It is so freaking expensive every time you swipe your stupid card on Amazon. They're losing 2.5% or whatever on every transaction, potentially up to 3%. This is why Amazon partnered with, I think, Synchrony Bank and Amazon Amazon partnered with Synchrony Bank and Chase, I believe those two, to offer Prime cards so they could try to cut out some of the middleman and capture some of those fees, but then they're giving 5% cash back, right? So, like, you know, they're really just giving back what they're saving to try to keep people in the ecosystem. But if you use stable coins, you could bypass a whole lot of these traditional fees. So this is why Visa's down, MasterCard's down, American Express is down, PayPal's down, Synchrony Bank is down, Capital One is down, Fiserv is down.
If you use stable coins, you can avoid a lot of these fees. I mean,
because again, they print money and they don't really do that.
If you
much.
use your credit card, you could. I mean, if you use your ATM card, there's a big difference between stable coins is not a credit card. People like charging it to the game, bro.
And then, you know, here's Visa down 6.9%. Incredible.
Visa's down because the market's down.
Payment alternatives to get around card-based systems dominated by Visa and MasterCard. Duh. Where we see potential risk is that these initiatives could put pressure on interchange economics over time. A stablecoin transaction is more likely to be faster and at a lower cost, 100%. Which could advantage third-party networks that have bilateral agreements on interchange with merchants.
Faster? Like, how many people are going to, unless, okay, now, I mean, if you get to a point where.
Notes that merchant consortiums have behind, especially when it comes to like.
You get to a point where like Coinbase is actually a bank and you have USDC over there and you have an address with your USDC on and you can connect that to like Amazon. Yeah, great. That'll be cool. There's definitely a future there. If how many people or even just your bank, once your bank starts custodying crypto and allows you to have USDC will probably become a thing on banks. So you'll probably have an Ethereum address or whatever on your bank and you can connect it to Amazon and pay. Sure. I mean, there's plenty of ways to pay now in cash quickly. PayPal. Right. So there's for sure. But there's going to be, you know, fees, Ethereum fees. Is it going to be on Base? Is it going to be on Solana? There's a lot. Like, is that why shit's collapsing? No, come on, dude. That's going to take some time. He's looking at Circle right now. We didn't even look at them. 113. This will be a good company, I guess, to invest in a bear market, like a crypto bear market. I'll be playing most likely the next crypto bear market a lot different. Obviously, I'm only buying Bitcoin. And I'm not buying any other stocks for the most. I won't be buying things like Coinbase that are heavily dependent on crypto. I still think Coinbase is a good company, a great company. And if we have a Bitcoin bull run, it's going to do really well. I think it's doing good things. Obviously, I think Robinhood's doing amazing things. Kraken's doing good things. They might be IPOing. Those are like the newer, like they're going to have a huge leg up if they get money licenses or whatever and can be an actual bank too. Because they already have the crypto infrastructure. Kraken now has stocks. Robinhood is stocks, options, crypto. Iris, I think it's like you can get an ATM card with them. They're not a full-on bank. They have savings. I mean, you could practically have them be your bank, I guess. Pay really good interest on savings accounts. Kraken would be sweet. Yeah. I like Kraken a lot. Kraken's my favorite crypto exchange. But like those won't be things, probably won't be companies I'll be looking to invest in if we have a huge bull market. And then I think we're going to have a bear market. I am really thinking the opportunity is going to be in AI, robots, those two primarily. AI and robots is what's going to be where it's going to be. They're going to be in play for sure. I mean, there's other things, quantum computing, but that's going to take some time. Nuclear, that's a tough one, could take some time. It's not like, Oklo is just shitting out SMEs left and right. It takes time to build nuclear reactors. And I don't know how efficient these companies are, how great their management is, and things like that. Yes, same thing with Rocket Lab. We know with SpaceX that they have a CEO that has an amazing track record. We know SpaceX has some of the best engineers, if not the best engineers on the planet. Are they getting pilfered and jumping ship to things like Rocket Lab? If so, like what rocket company has gotten a lot of good SpaceX engineers and has a good management? Is that Rocket Lab? I'm not sure. Maybe we should get a good notebook LM deep dive going on Rocket Lab. If you haven't used Notebook LM, it's really good. It doesn't use the newest version of Gemini, which is a good thing because it's less prone to hallucinating. Rocket Lab stock and price. Let's see if any of these are blocked. These two are blocked. Some places block Notebook LM. Deep dive. Mind map. What's that do? And then you could go find other videos and add them, other documents and add them. Oh, that's pretty cool. Business segments, financial performance. Wow, this is impressive. Market cap 12 billion. Company structure. Analyst consensus buy target at 28.45. Adjusted EBITDA. Is me Kevin doing shit like this, bro? Come on. 32% year-over-year growth. Q1 2025. The 2025 GAAP gross margin 28%, non-GAAP gross margin 33.4. Negative free cash flow.
Safest modes of transportation. And I think that that just sort of compounds the uncertainty at a time when air travel was already under pressure domestically as inflation really started to bite and consumers pulled back. And then you were seeing a dip in international inbound travel.
Yawn. We have bonds are down 27 ticks. That sucks. We need to get that going back in the good direction for rate cut. Like if bonds would have to go up a lot for a rate cut next week. I'm thinking 5 points, and even then it would probably be like we're gonna wait one more. NASDAQ down 220. That's S&P. Down 60, 58 and a half. Three likes today. Wow. Bunch of soy boys. That is pathetic. I guess you guys are telling me maybe don't do morning streams. Maybe just do night streams. Last night had 150 views. My top performing video in weeks, months. And the title was stupid. We fudged. I mean, why are people clicking on this video? 12 likes? Incredible. Today I'm talking about let's make some money and no one cares. Fed could cut a full point and end it. A full point would be, I think the market wouldn't like that. It would seem, I don't know. That could cause a major like reset. That in itself could cause a depression. I got long like 300 Palantir calls on that gift of a dip. Yeah, I mean, that might work out for you. It might not. Apparently they're making a Spaceballs too. And WW3 is starting accounts or grifting your mental health away? Not really. Data centers now threaten U.S. power grids. Everyone is looking. I don't know. Aren't they shutting down a lot of data centers? Bullish for next gen nuclear grid. Oklo VRT. Do I need to add some of these? That's quantum. Oklo. I don't have VRT. I don't have EOSE. I don't have a SMR. There's too many, bro. I have CEG. I think I have NNE. Yeah, I have NNE. CCJ. Yeah, I have that one. VRT. BWXT. Oh, come on. Did I take a caffeine pill at the beginning of the stream? Nuclear power scale. Man, all these are up big. Oklo's the one that has really been in play, but like it went up big on the Altman thing, and then he left. That might have been the buy the dip opportunity that we missed. Dr. Payne in the house. How you doing? Just watched the first minute. Cough isn't. Thank you. I thought so. You the man, Ricky. You're the best, bro. I might need a triple. Where did my Notebook LM go? I better not have closed it. Ah, come on. I did close it. Why the pill you don't like? I do. I love coffee, but making it is a pain. Peeing all the time is a pain.
Okay, let's unpack this. Close your eyes for a second and picture it. A rocket launching into space, a company constantly pushing the edges of what's possible. That image is so often tied to Rocket Lab.
What is interactive mode?
Absolutely. They've become a really compelling name in the space sector, known globally for
Did you
their
ever
Electron rocket.
find out what
As
P-berries
the
are?
sources for this deep dive show, they're looking at much more than just launching small satellites.
Right, and that's exactly why we're diving deep into Rocket Lab today. We've got quite a stack of material here, articles from Business Desk and Simply Wall saying, getting into the details from their recent financials.
That AI
FY
generated
2024,
voices,
Q1
these are
2025.
incredible.
Yeah, and that earnings call transcript from early May 2025, lots of forward-looking stuff there.
I don't give a
Exactly.
shit
And
about
even
P-berries.
a snapshot of the public conversation, like a Reddit thread talking about the company's valuation. Big topic.
It's quite a mix, isn't it? You've got the hard numbers, the strategy talk, sitting right alongside, older accounts of workplace culture claims and those passionate investor debates online.
So our mission here is really to sift through all this, pull out the key insights, put them together, and give you a really solid, well-rounded view of what's happening with Rocket Lab right now.
Basically, help you get up to speed quickly on a company that's got a lot going on.
So let's jump right into the current state of play, because the recent business momentum seems really strong. They just reported a near record revenue for Q1 2025.
That's right, $122.6 million for the quarter. And what really jumps out is the year-over-year growth. That's up a solid 32% from Q1 last year.
And looking ahead.
They're forecasting Q2 to be even stronger. Could be another record, potentially.
Wow, and that's coming off a record year in 2024 too, right? $436 million in revenue?
Yeah, a massive 78% jump from 2023.
This
So,
is
on
all
the top line, it
good.
looks like a company absolutely on a growth tear.
Okay, so how does that break down? They have two main business segments.
Correct. The bigger chunk right now is Space Systems. That brought in $87 million in Q1, so about 71% of the total revenue.
And that's the part building satellites and components.
Exactly. And it's strategically important because, it feeds into their bigger vision of maybe becoming a constellation owner and operator themselves down the road.
Interesting. Though I think the source mentioned Space Systems revenue was actually down a little bit from the previous quarter, Q4 2024.
It was, yeah. Sequentially down. They put that down to the specific mix of component business in Q1, but they expect it to bounce back. Said it was a temporary mix thing.
Okay, makes sense. And the other segment, launch services.
Right. That was $35.6 million in Q1. Now, interestingly, the average selling price, the ASP, for Electron launches dipped slightly in Q1. But, and this is key, their launch backlog, the contracts they already have signed, indicates that average price per launch should actually increase through the rest of 2025.
Right, so the Q1 dip wasn't the start of the trend.
Seems not. And for launch services, especially with Electron, the name of the game is really cadence, isn't it? Just launching more frequently.
Yeah, getting more rockets off the pad. How are they doing there?
That is making me more bullish, bro. If you could keep up with that speed. 2x is on the verge of being too fast, but it's hard to, you want to process what they're saying, but you just have to continue to listen and focus on the speed. I don't listen, like when I've done some classes where I would increase speed and it helps a lot, but just general listening to videos and shit. Like I don't go watch YouTube videos at 2x speed or anything. Yeah, corporate training, 1.5 to 2. Yeah. But something like that where you want to kind of just, get the data and be able to think about it. But that was a lot of bullish information. Rocket Lab. NASDAQ down 180, trying to come back. Or just take end of the course test. Yeah, I do that too. What's a peaberry? Why am I falling into this Dr. Payne trap? A type of coffee bean that's developed when a single seed mixture inside the coffee cherry instead of the usual 2 seeds. These beans are rounder, smaller, and denser. Pea berries are often considered more flavorful. Yeah. I always do the non-pea berry, I guess. If our Rocket Lab is going the Palantir route, we might be acting greedy. No, I mean, look, I think this is a good entry point if the markets aren't going down anymore. Bro, this is a 12 billion market cap. Like, I agree, this is the potential. I don't hate it here. 12 billion. I'm trying to be patient. It lost to 20. We want to see. I'm trying to be a patient and entering on a good setup. Try not to FOMO like I already did once. I FOMO'd up here. Every chocolate covered coffee beans, like espresso beans. Yeah. I've gotten chocolate covered espresso beans before. I'm just thinking out loud. You've said that 87 times is too many times, Ricky. You've said that out loud 87 times. 2 or 3 times is fine, but 87 times, that's too many times. Quick caffeine boost. Go buy it right now. You're 50-50 that you're right. Or do this. You probably couldn't do this if you wanted to. Sell a put. I'm not going to do that because the expected move is currently in the next 35 days $4.23. I don't think there's anything going on that we're going to miss a big move in Rocket Lab to the upside right now. Ethereum. Why is the ETF down, but Ethereum is up? Ethereum at 2540, making a comeback. Bitcoin 1042. No, that's got to update. It's 105. Nice. Ethereum 2537. These are trying to make a comeback. We need Ethereum to get back up above 2611 would be perfect. And then around 2700 again, 2640. Today is Friday the 13th. Yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you for pointing that out. You want to know who's being greedy is Kurt with this 74-cent Ondo buy. Let's see. Is that a fib at 74? Because then I'll 73. Yeah, I don't hate it. He's being patient, waiting for a perfect setup. Technically, you would want to see if it loses it or holds it, though. Technically. Holy shit, it's 8:02. All right, boys and girls, I got to get to work. My wife wore a Jason Voorhees t-shirt to work. I don't know. Who's that? They're not doing shit about Israel yet. It's early. I don't know who this is. Oh. All right, everyone. Have a great weekend.